Hi there everyone, it's Gloria Kramer from Oakville, Canada, and today we are going to be making this reveal wheel card using the new dies in the new annual catalog. So this card is part of my masculine card online card kit, and if you haven't seen my classes, you can find them on meetup.com under Oakville Creative Escapes. And yeah, so we're going to be making this card using the dies from the new catalog. And I'll just show you a couple of other cards I made. I sort of went a little crazy with this reveal wheel thing. So this one is made with Hey Girlfriend, and it is super cute. So with this die set, it comes with, you can do like a heart cutout, and then here's another one I made using the paper pumpkin, and the sentiments were from, I think, just a different stamp sets. And then I made this one using just DSP, so I went and cut out a circle that was 3 inches, and I put on the wheel, and now you have sort of like swimming turtles. They might be swimming upside down, but whatever. So that one, and then I made another one because I was having just so much fun with these. So this one is a beach themed one, and I embossed the background paper here. And then I made this baseball one. This is for Father's Day. I think I'm going to give it to my father-in-law, who's big on baseball. So this was a paper pumpkin kit. I used the pieces from paper pumpkin and stamped that. And then I decided to flip the reveal window to the bottom. And these are not Stampin' Up! Stamp images, but the DSP is, and I just thought it was super cute because I'm a huge dog lover. So I tried to make this dog look like my little Ollie, and he just ended up looking kind of dirty, but there's that one. And then my last one, again, not Stampin' Up! Stamps. These are Mama Elephant, but I'm a huge dog lover, so there you go. All these cards, so many possibilities. You're gonna want this die set. So where do you find the die set? It is in the annual catalog. So if you look at page 57, you can get the Give It a Whirl dies, and it's right here. So I didn't want to get the bundle. I didn't need this stamp set, so I just got the dies. And as you can tell, you do not need to have those stamps to in order to make a card. So what I did, how I'm storing my dies, is I put them into a case, and I have a template where I cut out all the windows, all the reveal windows, so that I can use this with my stamp sets, and I can see whether or not an image will fit into the window. So if you have, this is a brand new sentiment set, so this little rectangle piece would be perfect, and you can just hold it up to your sentiments to see if it would fit into your little window. So make sure you do something like that. And then what I do is I just store everything in this case for future use. Okay, so let's get started on the card. So we're going to be making this one. The DSP might be a little different in the kits. I always try to stay in the same collection, but some people will have this background, some people will have this background, but they will both look awesome. So how we're gonna, I guess I should explain how you're gonna go, if you were to get the dies, how you would actually use them. So what you would do is you would take this piece here and one of the window pieces, and they sort of just fit. There's like a little piece here that it sort of catches and it fits right there, and then you run it through and die cut this either out of DSP or cardstock. Now you can also do the window reversed, so you can do it like this, and I've actually seen some people do it off to the side as well. So you have a ton of options. And then of course you have these cute little hearts and stars and clouds. Okay, so once we've cut out our little window here, the most important part is this piece. Now if you have the wheel, if you have this wheel, then what you could do is you could sort of line it up and draw using a pencil the lines. And I don't know where my pencil is. I think my kids might have taken it for school. Okay, so what you can do is you could draw the line, but you can also see that there are very faint lines here. So as long as your image is in those lines, you'll be okay. So today for my card, I'm gonna stamp birthday wishes, because this is gonna be a birthday card. So I'm gonna use this retired stamp set. I'm gonna use this stamp set for a birthday card. So we're gonna use awesome at any age it's gonna fit. And you can use black, or you can use, you know what, I'm gonna use black, but I remember thinking that black was very, it sort of stood out a little too much. It's kind of harsh. So this one I used soft suede, and I really like the soft suede on with this. So let's get more. So now we're going to turn it. We're going to stamp another sentiment there. I love this set. And let's see what else we could fit in there. Maybe it's your day. Okay. Gotta love my fake wood background here. So we've stamped our images. It's a long weekend here in Canada. It's the May 2-4 weekend. So it's sort of like the official start of summer. And it's about like 30 degrees out. But I think here in Oakville it's gonna rain today. So that's good for our grass. Okay, so then our next step here, after we've stamped all our images, and you don't have to stamp, you don't have to stamp sentiments. Like I said, if you wanted to, you could cut out a 3-inch circle and stick it like right in the middle of that. If you wanted to do like DSP, or in this instance, you can stamp images and color it. So it doesn't always have to be a sentiment. Okay, so our next step is we're gonna take this circle here that's included in your kit, and this is just my way of doing it, and we're gonna poke a hole right in the center here. And then what we're also going to do is, you can see there's a faint little circle here, and it's supposed to be cut out, like it's supposed to be cut out in using your die, but I kind of messed up my die so it doesn't cut out this tiny little circle. So just take a little poker and just poke right into the middle of that. Next, you're going to take your brad. You're going to put it through the center there. Add your wheel. Add this little circle. And you'll see why afterwards. I know some of it might not make sense. And then this piece is almost done. I need my dimensionals, so I need to move all these cards. Okay. So I have some dimensionals, and I put 2 of the mini ones on this circle here. I hope you can see it. Onto the small circle. And then I'm going to take the large dimensionals, and I'm going to put 1 on each corner. And then sort of 1 right at the bottom of the wheel. And then also I'm going to take 2 smaller ones on the side here. So this is how I put on my dimensionals for this card. Next, we are going to take off the backing. And we are going to mount this piece onto our card base. Now for the kits, I did not include like the little arrow, even though there's a die for the arrow. So I'll show you. So there is a die that makes this arrow, but I found that when you put the arrow, it sort of makes spinning the card a little more difficult. So what I've done on some of my cards is I just took a marker and I drew an arrow in there. So it's up to you, or you could just leave it plain. So our next step is to assemble our globe here. And I think the easiest way to do it, and I'll show you how I do it, is I took my Tombow glue and I put it on just this piece that runs through the middle of the globe. And I held it over my globe and I just sort of pressed it down. And then I flip it over. And then what you can do is you could either pop it up or you can glue it down flat. So it's entirely up to you. I think on my card I may have popped it up, but this one I'm just going to glue it down. So we're going to flip this over and just glue it down like that. Whoops. Doesn't want to stick today. Next step we're going to do is we're going to put, we're going to decide what we want to put on our on this piece here. And I think I do like Life is a Beautiful Adventure or Journey. Or I could do Adventure Awaits. Let's do Life is a Beautiful Journey. So unfortunately, this is a retired stamp set. But again, you can use any sentiment that you already own. So I'm going to stamp it with a Versamark ink. I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm hitting the camera here. I want to make sure I don't get my head in the way. And then we're going to emboss it with white powder. Of course, I forgot to use my thing to, my embossing buddy to make sure I didn't got all the static off it. Okay, I don't think this will be perfect, but I think it will be okay. Normally I have a clip that I use to hold this, but we're going to be renovating our first floor, so I've been putting a lot of stuff away because this whole craft room has to be packed up in what, 2.5 weeks. So I've been packing a lot of stuff that I think I don't need, and then of course I go to look for it and I can't find it. So what you can do with this is you can either tie a bow or you can just do like a double knot. While I was making these, I made a whole bunch of these because I posted a video and quite a few friends wanted these cards, so I made a whole bunch of these to sell. And I realized that tying bows, even with my small fingers, was really quite difficult. So doing like a double knot is probably good as well. So I think usually if you have a long enough piece of twine, you should be able to do it. So it's not super pretty looking, but it's okay. And there goes my head hitting the camera thing again. Okay, so now we're going to trim these. Oh no, I think I just flipped my camera upside down. Oh no, sorry, let me see if I can flip it. Okay. I think sometimes when I hit my camera, it just flips it upside down for some reason. Okay, well, we're almost done anyways. So our next step here is going to be putting a couple of dimensionals on here. So if you haven't already ordered this Give It a Whirl die set, get it, because there are so many possibilities to make cards, and it's a lot of fun. It's not super difficult, and yeah, so there is our finished card. And again, the black is a little kind of stands out a lot, whereas I think with the soft suede, it's just softer look. So it's up to you what in color you want. You can even emboss it in gold if you wanted to, I think. So here are, I'm going to just show you all these options you could do with this awesome die set. Like, look, seriously, look at all these cards. Awesome, right? And here's my last one that sort of looks like the other one. So again, you can use any DSP, any images, you can make it into any theme, and have a wonderful Saturday. I've been super chatty this morning, so, and hopefully this video isn't upside down, and if it is, I do apologize. I kept hitting my camera stand with my head, so bear with me. Thanks again. See you soon.